Welcome to the EVERBLACK Podcast. On this episode, we talk to Tony Campos from Static X, who'll be touring Australia in August with Dope and Wednesday 13 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Wisconsin Death Trip and to pay tribute to the life of Wayne Static, who passed away in 2014. For most people at the time, when Wisconsin Death Trip came out, it blew people's minds, and it helped me on my own musical journey when it came to writing and my own influences, and it's just a classic album. I also was lucky enough to see Static X twice, and they were just a powerful live band. You know, the first time I saw them was at River Stage for Gigantour, and I remember watching them from the top balcony, just being blown away about how tight they were, and they're still that tight. I saw footage of them playing the kickoff of this world tour, and they're just kicking so much ass right now. You know, you'd be stupid not to see them on this tour. I know some people have been skeptical about the shows and the tour without Wayne, but you need to throw all of that out the window. It's all just bullshit, and go and enjoy it. Celebrate with the band and your fellow metalheads, and that's what it's about. You know, Tony was also awesome. You know, the stuff he had to say about the new album and discovering Wayne's vocal takes was just crazy and gave me chills. He's a great dude, and you know, I really think what him and the band are doing for the fans is something incredible and something that should be supported. It's an exciting time for Static X fans, and I just get along to the shows. It's going to be awesome. And the tour kicks off in Brisbane on Thursday the 22nd at Eaton's Hill, and then Friday the 23rd in Melbourne at Croxton, Saturday 24th in Sydney in the Metro Theatre, Monday the 26th in Adelaide at the Gov, and then wraps up Tuesday the 27th at Perth in Rock Rover. That is with Wednesday 13 and Dope for the Australian tour August 2019. It's going to be incredible, and all those bands, like Wednesday 13 is here at least once a year and just gets better and better every time I see him. And I've seen Dope I think once or twice before as well. Just awesome this tour, and it's only $60. You can't complain about that. $60, that's 3 international for $60. You haven't seen those prices since like early 2000s. So make sure you get your ticket. It's going to be awesome. All right, before we kick off into the interview, we have to mention that this episode is brought to you by Blacklight Art and Design, who are our go-to for all our screen printing needs. They've done all our shirts and hats for EVERBLACK Media, and they've got such a quick turnaround. I highly recommend checking them out. www.blacklightad.com.au. The show is also brought to you by our good friends at RW Promotion, who are the best in the biz when it comes to stickers, flyers, banners, badges, and all other promo you need for your band or business. Go check them out at www.rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Lumberpunks Axe Throwing Club, who now have 2 venues in Queensland, one in Miami on the Gold Coast and the other in West End in Brisbane. Lumberpunks Axe Throwing is the perfect destination, suitable for solo adventurers, date nights, bucks nights, birthday parties, or just hanging out with your mates. All sessions are 1.5 hours in length and comprise of a safety induction, instruction on tactical tomahawks and hatchets, and then competitive play. Now, you receive 10% off your session when quoting EVERBLACK in your booking notes. Terms and conditions apply. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and EVERBLACK Podcast through iTunes and Spreaker and wherever good podcasts are streamed. Also, hit us up on the social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Give us a follow, give us a like, and keep sharing our stuff. We really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much for all your support. All right, here is my interview with the one and only Tony Campos from Static X. Tickets are on sale now. It's only $60. Horns high, guys.
Hello, Tony. How you going, man?
No, I'm all right.
That's good. Thanks for taking the time to chat to us on the show, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
First up, I think what you guys are doing here with the Memorial Tour is something really special, and the fact that it's been brought to Australia means a hell of a lot to us fans. How are you guys feeling about it all?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to us to be able to bring it to Australia. Oz was always one of our favorite places to play, and certainly one of our best audiences, out overseas. We always loved going there, And so it's really cool to be able to bring this to you guys.
Oh, we're so damn excited. I saw Static X a couple of times over the years, and it was just something really special for everyone that saw those shows. They were just incredible. Like, you guys are probably one of the best live bands on the planet. You know that, though.
No, thanks, man. Thanks. We're just having fun, man. Having a good time.
How did it all come about reconnecting with the other guys to do this in the first place?
I never lost touch with Koichi. I'd reconnected with Kenny, I want to say back in 2011, 2012. So we had been in touch. And then, of course, after Wayne passed away, we all got in touch. And I was actually the one that told Koichi what had happened. He hadn't heard.
Oh, man.
So, we'd all been in touch. And, after Wayne passed, we talked about maybe doing something in the future. I was out doing other things. So I think it was around 2015. I had some downtime, and I started writing music, and I revisited a set of demos that Wayne had done shortly before his passing. He had given to a producer friend of ours, who then gave them to me after he had passed away. And so I revisited this stuff, and that's when I reached out to the guys to see, if we could do something with that stuff. And in the process of looking for help with that stuff, our longtime producer, Ulrich Wild, he turned me on to these 3 songs that didn't make the Start of War record. And so we took Wayne's vocal performances, reworked the music, and all of a sudden we had 4 songs with Wayne's vocals on them. One of those original demos that I got, he had actually tracked vocals on. So we had 4 songs with Wayne's vocals on them, and 4 songs with Wayne's music that we developed from those rough demos. So at that point, we were like, and with the anniversary coming up, we were just like, if we're ever going to do something, the 20th anniversary would be the right time to do it. And, that kind of got the snowball rolling even more. And then in the process of looking for all our live backing tracks, we found an additional 7, 8 songs or demos that Wayne had done where he actually tracked vocals on them. And a lot of that stuff was actually just vocals.
Wow.
I guess the tapes where he had recorded music were lost. So we had to write all the music to accompany Wayne's vocals. So now we're at the point where the majority of the music on this new record will feature Wayne's vocals.
I just got goosebumps, man. That fully just gave me goosebumps. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was really cool to discover all this stuff. And what makes it really cool, the last stuff we found, it was stuff that he'd done around the Shadow Zone, Start of War era. So he was singing a lot more as opposed to the staccato, gruff style he's known for. So I think it's going to be an extra special treat for the fans to get to hear Wayne sing, because when he wanted to sing, man, he had a great voice, and so to get to showcase that again, I think it's going to be really cool, and it's going to be really special for the fans.
Well, it's called Project Regeneration, right?
Yeah.
So it's called. Yeah, cool. And you've got a few other guests coming up on it as well, like Bertensy Bell, Uncle Al, Des, and David Draymond as well. How did you approach these dudes to do that?
Initially that was the plan, because we had all these songs with no vocals on them. But since the discovery of all these other tracks with Wayne's vocals on them, the need for guest vocalists has been drastically reduced. So as of now, the only guest vocal we have is Al Jorgensen.
Okay.
So we might be able to get Dez to come in and do a track. I know he's busy with Devil Driver stuff and getting ready for the tour he's doing along with us. But so far, it's just out.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I actually spoke to Des the other day, and he mentioned you guys and this tour, and he's really excited and really believes in what you guys are doing, which was really excellent to hear as well.
Yeah, it's really cool to have Des be part of this. You know, not only is he managing the band, you know, right now, you know, he's touring with us, and you know, he gave us our big break in the LA scene. He and Meegs from Cold Chamber just happened to be at this little dive bar we were playing. There were maybe like 25 people there, and they saw us play, and they really liked what we did, and they gave us the hookup to all the promoters on the Sunset Strip, and within a few months, we were opening for Cold Chamber, System of a Down, Snot, you know, all the bands that were on the cusp of getting record deals and going national, you know, and so they really got the ball rolling for us. And so to have Dez involved, just another really cool aspect of bringing this back to the old days and just remembering all the good times we had. You know, so it feels good, man.
And, you know, with Wisconsin Death Trip, that album for me, and a lot of people I know, it was a very, very important album. It definitely helped shape my musical journey. And I believe you're going to be playing a lot of that on this tour as well.
Yeah, we'll be doing the majority of the songs off that record. And then we'll fill out the rest of the set with the quote-unquote hits. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time, man.
Awesome, man. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. And the masked man fronting the band goes by the name of Zero, and I totally understand why you would decide to go with that. Was that always part of the plan?
Not initially. To find the right guy to do it first, you know, that was just the big hurdle. But once we figured that out, then we started trying to, you know, figure out how do we represent Wayne in a cool way that, you know, he would think was cool. And, you know, just started thinking about, you know, all of those T-shirt designs that we had with of skulls with Wayne's hair and beard, and how to bring that to the stage. And I think the mask came out pretty cool, and a cool way to represent Wayne. And you know, I know Wayne would have thought it was cool. So yeah, and you know, and then just keeping the singer's identity, you know, anonymous, also keeps the focus on remembering Wayne and remembering the original lineup of the band and the first record, and just keeps the focus on that instead of, you know, having a Van Hagar situation, you know. Like we didn't want to present it like, here's Static X with their new singer. That's not what this is about. That's not what we're trying to do. So I think, you know, the mask helps accomplish that.
I agree, man. And it looks badass. It looks sick. Like when I saw it, I was like,
yeah, it's cool. A Michael Myers kind of thing, you know? So it's really cool.
Who designed it?
A friend of ours, Lainey, she's done masks for Slipknot and John 5 and some other well-known artists. So yeah, she's you know, we gave her the idea and she ran with it and she came, you know, knocked it out of the park.
That's awesome, man. And of course, the tour is just, it's fucking massive, dude. I mean, you look at the dates, it's all over the world, right up until the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fans, a lot of shows, a lot of countries. Will you be filming that for like maybe a future release or something like that? Maybe a doco?
Yeah, it's certainly not out of the question. You know, we'll see what when it's all said and done, what kind of footage we have, you know, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's really cool. It's overwhelming that, you know, the response has been so cool that we can take it to other parts of the world, to actually take it places that the band never went to. and to give fans that never even got to see the band, give them an opportunity to experience Static X. So yeah, it's really cool, really overwhelming and humbling. So I'm like really, really grateful to all the fans that have come out and supported this.
Absolutely, man. And celebrate, Wayne and what you guys achieved over the years. It's I'm not just saying it is really something special. So you're onto it.
It feels really really special and personal to the three of us for sure.
Joining you on the tour is Wednesday 13 and Dope, both incredible bands and old friends of yours, I'm sure, from years in the scene. How did they get involved with the tour?
Well, Dope, the first couple of years that we toured, they were on 3-4 of the tours we did. So we go way back with those guys. So, to have them on the tour too just brings back a lot of cool, good memories and good vibes that we had back in the day. So it's just another aspect of bringing it back to how we all felt, back when we first started doing this, and remembering the good times and remembering Wayne.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Of course, you as a bass player have played with some other legendary bands throughout the years, like Ministry, Fear Factory, Soulfly. You yourself, you've had a pretty kick-ass career, dude. How's it jamming with all those dudes, especially Uncle Al?
Dude, I've been extremely fortunate to play with the bands and people I've had the opportunity to work with. I would have chopped my left nut off to play with these guys. So yeah, it's been crazy. I feel like I'm like the luckiest fan in the world. Yeah, it's just if I stop and think about it, I'm just like, might lose it for a second there. But yeah, it's been a hell of a ride.
That's awesome, man. Because as I mentioned before, for me, it was more the industrial sort of electro metal stuff that really, like you guys, Ministry, bands like that. So, and Fear Factory, of course.
Yeah, sure.
You seem to be that one thread between all of it. It's incredible.
Yeah, just for me as a fan to, the two bands that Static X ripped off the most were Ministry and Prong, and I got to play in
Oh yeah, Prong too.
So, yeah. Yeah, so just as a fan, it's just it's kind of like I remember coming home from that 2008 tour with Ministry. After 8 weeks in the U.S. and 8 weeks in Europe, and I remember coming home and waking up the next day, and I was like, "Did that just happen? Did I just spend the last 4 months out on tour with Ministry?" It's like pretty surreal,
Oh man, that is awesome. Of course, got the big year ahead. The album cover. Is there a date for the album?
Not yet. We're not an official release date, but we're hoping to get it out in the fall. We're pretty much finished up with all the tracks. We've actually started handing stuff off to Ulrich Wild. He's going to mix the record for us. Hopefully we get everything done by next Monday when we hit the road, and he can mix at his leisure. So when we get done with this first U.S. leg, the record will be mixed, and we can get it sent off to get finished, mastered, and whatnot. And so hopefully we can have it out in the fall.
Will you be playing some of the tracks on the tour too, or is that a surprise?
We were talking about it, and we actually rehearsed a track or two. But I think this first run we're gonna focus on just the old stuff, and maybe later once the record's actually out, we'll debut some stuff in the set. But for the meantime, I think we're just gonna keep it old school.
Awesome. Well, dude, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out on the show, man. Really means a lot to me. And, of course, we can't wait to see you and the boys down here in August.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.